All right, you guys, my camera's moving. I just stopped at Starbucks to get a hot tea. I think I got the honey citrus mint tea. I've been trying since I've been pregnant, coffee once a day, and if I need like any type of caffeine or anything, I do a tea. But I try to stray away from teas that have caffeine, really. So I want to talk to you guys a bit about building a personal brand and utilizing YouTube to monetize that personal brand, but not in the sense that you guys will probably think like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is what I've been doing. Let me just back up. This is what I've been doing. And I've been doing this for a while now, for like a couple of years. I've been creating my own streaming platform. I've been creating my own social media platform for my community. So what that looks like is like a circle or something like that. Or a Mighty Networks, and I create that so that I will have a place for my people to go after they run into me, whether that's still a piece of content that they found online or somebody mentioned me word of mouth. So for example, here on YouTube, you guys are seeing me, right? But if you click the link in my bio, it'll redirect you to MissParkerToYou.com, which is my streaming platform where I put full length videos of lifestyle content, homemaking content, and just various different types of content over there. But I'm using YouTube as a funnel at the end of the day, a free and cheap funnel at that. So I always encourage people when they're trying to build their personal brand to have two things. If they're going to be predominantly doing video content, put shorts and all that stuff out, or very short form content out on all these platforms, and put all your good, hearty, meaty content on your own website, your own platform. Because what happens is, if you put out if I see a lot of creators, they put out 20-30 minute long form content on YouTube, but YouTube could literally just take your channel away from you. I mean, we saw when Facebook and IG went down, TikTok got banned at one point. Like, you have no control over these platforms. And everybody says, get an email list. That's true, but where are you going to put your actual content? Like, where are you going to house it? So what I've been doing, like I said, I created a streaming platform for my business, for my content. So I actually had so many videos on YouTube on this channel of vlogs that I did when my son was little, like baby, all through like the first 2 years of his life, going into his third and fourth year of life. And I took all that down from YouTube because I was afraid that one day, what if they just shut down, go out of business? What if there's a glitch in the system, somebody hacks them? And I know some people are going to say, well, that's pretty far-fetched, but hell, you don't know. You have no idea what these big companies are thinking at any time, okay? The censorship that you get, I just said, to hell with it. I'm going to create my own stuff. I'm going to protect my brand, my work that I've worked so hard for, So I put that on there. I do use Substack. I recently started using Substack for my blog/newsletter, and I really enjoy that because I was using MailChimp, but Substack doesn't have a subscriber limit, and it's just better. It looks better. I love it. You can brand it to you can design it according to your brand and everything. I just love it. And then I actually have something similar to a Facebook type community for people that run into me on the internet, like through a video like this, and want to join my community for free and interact with me there. There's no censorship and things like that. Obviously, you're going to kind of understand the dynamic of the community, so you could, gauge what's appropriate or not. But like, that's a place where people can get to know me as the creator or the content creator or the influencer, or whatever you want to say, better as a person on a deeper level. That's where you could reach me pretty much throughout the day because I'm on there all the time. So I have two of those. I have one I just created for Miss Parker to You, which I would say is more geared toward women, but men can get on there as well too. And that's more like homemaking, motherhood and lifestyle content. And then I have the Livable Forest, which is Houston's #1 social media network. And I actually have an app for that. I'm working on the iOS version of that app right now. I took it down because it had a lot of flaws for some reason with it, but Android is up and running and fine. But we also have the online version, the desktop version as well too, works just as good. Actually, it's a bit different experience from the app experience, but anybody can join there. It's a platform for Houstonians in surrounding areas, for people who want to promote their business, who are trying to get to know the locals, so on and so forth. So we have, and that's a free community you could join. So like, I built these communities around myself and around my brand and around the community that I live in. That helps me as a business owner, because you're like, okay, so how do you make money? I actually have a business, the Livable Forest, and actually I do vendor markets through that. So I have 5 markets a year, 1 in the Woodlands and 4 in Kingwood, my hometown. And then I am building up the user base on Houston's #1 social media network, so eventually I can approach businesses to become a part of my perks program. And then I'll have a membership, a paid membership. It's like $25 a month, and people can get unlimited discounts from these businesses, you know. But you got to build up the user base. Right now we have like 1,025 people on there, but I'm trying to get more people active, at least a 20% engagement rate, and it's not that right now, so I'm working on that. And then I literally just opened my Miss Parker to You community, which is not attached to you'll see it on the website, but you can't click the link to get to it. You will eventually be able to in a couple of days. I'll make an announcement and all that jazz and stuff like that. But yeah, and I just tell people, when you're building your business, think of the worst, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And that's what I did. And so when I see all these people who are building these massive followings on these social media platforms, I'm like, oh my God, if you got a 500,000 followers on any platform, and no, you have nowhere to put them. They come to you, they buy the product, they click, they watch your video, and then that's it. You may have a website, but on your website, I promise you, you will thank me later. On your website, you need to make sure you have a way for people to be able to engage with you and each other, not just you, and each other. All my platforms are built like social media platforms, so each user can message each other, they could post videos, they could post content, whatever they want, you know, on these platforms, and connect with each other, message each other privately. They could do all of that because you're trying to build a dynamic community, and they come for whatever content they found you in. Like, people may see this and go check out my communities because they were interested in what I'm talking about, but they stay for the interaction, the engagement, the community at the end of the day, you know. But I feel like people will I feel like their profits will grow. They'll be more profitable in the future. I feel like they will have more retention than they would trying to do it any other way. And I know some people are like, well, this is difficult. This doesn't sound like something that you could just do overnight. You really can do it overnight, because I did it overnight. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to find software on the internet. There's plenty of it. Just Google community software. Say, I want to build a community like Facebook. You're going to get a list of things. I want to build a streaming platform like a Netflix or YouTube. You're going to get a bunch of software. Pick the one that best suits you. Most of them also have a way for you to have an app version as well too. It's totally worth it. I swear to you, you will not regret it. Just imagine if the celebrities had their own, like Beyonce had her own social media platform. Everybody who was in that community that she had, remember, it's like a Facebook, right? But it's about Beyonce. It's Beyonce's social media platform. Do you know how many products she could sell? How much she can grow her authority and everything if she had, and how much more people would be drawn and in love with her, because now they have a way to contact and communicate with her on a regular basis, whether that's daily, weekly, monthly. Okay, it's just the fact that we know Beyonce's online in her community. I can post something or ask a question and she's gonna see it. That's way more valuable than somebody clicking follow on Facebook or Instagram. I'm just sorry, that's just me. When it comes to brand deals, I personally believe a brand may see your content. Like I'm doing content right now, right? They may see, because I've worked with Xfinity, okay, Comcast Xfinity, and all they did was see me on the internet when they were Googling events in the Humboldt Kingwood area. Boom, I worked with them for 2 years, okay? So a brand may say, I like her content. She makes homemaking videos. She'll make like talking point videos like this. So brands may see that, and then when they realize, oh, she has a real community, or he has a real community that's not on social media, and actually they go over there and look at it, or they may join, and they'll see there's thousands of people here who went through the process of creating an account, whether that's free or paid, to be a part of this person's world, to be a part of this person's business on a consistent basis, is way more valuable than a YouTube following. Way more valuable than a YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, not Twitter, X or whatever following. Way more valuable. When you have, if you have like, for example, I love watching Tiffany Beaston. You take Tiffany Beaston's 500,000 subscribers and she says, okay, well, you guys, I created a social media platform for our community where we can go and talk and engage like we would on Facebook, but it's branded to my brand. People, all of those people who love her, who watch her, who are her real true followers, will go all over there, and brands will say, we want to pay you to post a video on YouTube, but we're going to pay you more to post in your private community where all your streaming videos, your exclusive content is, where you have the most engagement. Because if it's built like if you build it the way I'm telling you, you're going to, just like you see on Facebook, you see, you post something, you got comments, you got reactions, and they go and see that you're getting way more engagement over there. You have way more control over there. You're not censored over there. So you have way more flexibility to work with brands, and brands can be more flexible with what they want to do, because now you've taken your audience and put them in a place where you can relax. They can relax. You know, nobody's getting censored. Nobody's getting barred. Nobody's getting shadow banned or their stuff taken down. Brands will look at that and say, okay, she has, or he has, these two different communities. You have the surface level followers, and then you have the true followers, right? That you could price your brand deals differently according to which community they want access to. But that private community, you got 500,000 people in your private community watching your private streaming platform, or subscribe to your private, because you can say subscribe, look at your subscribers, and you got 500,000 people who went through a process to watch your private content, and then you have a community attached to that that's in a Facebook like style, and you got them in there as well too, whether paid or free. You could price that higher than somebody who's like, I want you to put a post on your YouTube shorts, or make a video on YouTube, or post something on Instagram. Way more valuable, way more valuable. And actually, I feel like it's way more sacred to the creator, because at that point, when you realize that you may have 500,000 followers on YouTube, but 100,000 of them go and join your private streaming platform and your private community, that's how you know who your true following is, your true tribe is. And you're going to probably spend way more time cultivating and nurturing that community than any other community out there that you have built. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, but that's how I build my business. And it does take time to build your community. So when you build it, they don't necessarily all come. You got to create content for people to find you, like this, searchable content, interesting content, whatever, on other platforms, and use the other free aspects of the other platforms as funnels to drive the traffic to where you want, which is where your real community is going to be housed. So yeah, anyways, you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys probably a little bit later today.